Well, good morning, good people. Marco's here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Sorry, I'm not in my man cave this morning. Got to take care of some business early this morning, and you can hear some stuff rattling in the back of the truck. So I had to be out and about, had to take care of a bunch of different things, and so you're getting your morning coffee here on the road. Hope everybody's having a great Thirsty Thursday. Hopefully the Cowboys get some better news as far as injuries go today for practice. Basically, it wasn't much of a practice on Wednesday. Thursday's the big practice day. We know CeeDee Lamb and DeMarcus Lawrence both had a rest day, did not practice. We know that Tyron Smith, who's dealing with the knee issue, we know Zach Martin, who's dealing with an ankle issue, and Tyler Biadasz, who's dealing with a hamstring issue, as well as Chimo Goda. Okay, I don't know what I got from Mr. Roboto. Okay, Mr. Roboto, you know who I'm talking about, who's dealing with an elbow, which was a hyperextended elbow the week before, which I still was surprised that he was able to play. Play versus playing well. I don't blame the game that he had. He did have some trouble in that game. As an offensive lineman, if you cannot punch, and you know, I don't know what I did to my finger yesterday, but this is like my trigger finger for my nail guns and stuff. But I did something to it, and I couldn't even pull the lighter and stuff to light it. You know, I can't use the lighter. So imagine hyperextending your elbow and then having a pass rusher speed rushing on there, and you're trying to get your hands on him to create some separation and push him back. It doesn't work too good. So you're not going to do too well. He also did not practice yesterday. So let's hope that today that they're a little bit closer. Now I'm feeling like this is what we heard from the team last week, that if it had been playoffs, of course, they would have all played. So if that's the case, it may not be quite that bad, but what they're trying not to do is allow these things to linger. Joe Burrow's, calf injury is lingering, and it's truly slowing down his game. They may have been better if they had sat him for a couple of weeks, let that thing really heal. But right now, you're in the middle of the season. You've already started playing him. You're going to get what you get. But I think he's got 2 TDs and 2 interceptions on the season. Clearly not the highest paid man in the NFL type of a season thus far. And you look at that and say, with a calf injury, you'll remember that this is where it's kind of interesting to me, because, see, some people, when they get injured, they talk about the reason why they're not doing well. A couple of years back, Dak Prescott had a injured calf. And he ended up missing, I think, 1 game. And he ended up having the blood platelets and stuff taken. They put him in a centrifuge, and they re-injected in the calf, or the whatever, sometimes in your knee, to try and help the healing promote. But played with this calf that was strained and played through it. Of course, people don't remember that. They'll just say, oh, he's a garbage-ass quarterback. In the same way, they talk about the interceptions that he had last year, not equating and saying, put an asterisk by it. He did break his thumb on his throwing hand and ended up having to get a metal plate and screws put into it and had to come back. Yeah, you never hear that. You never hear that with Dak Prescott, but be that as it may. It's like interceptions, for example. Jimmy G right now, who they're not sure if he's going to be able to play again or not this week, has got 5 TD passes and 6 interceptions. 6 interceptions already? 3 games in? 6 interceptions? If you equate that out for a season, that's 34, which would be an NFL record. He's on an NFL record pace for interceptions. Ain't nobody talking about it. Okay, but me. Okay. Jalen Hurts, he's got 3 TDs and 3 interceptions. Ain't nobody talking about that. Or is it 2? Might be 2. But somewhere, I know he's got 3 interceptions. But that's okay, be that as it may. The real thing I want to talk about this morning is Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard, who has had some injuries in the past. He's had the plantar fasciitis injury and things like that. He broke his ankle last year and stuff. He has been a little bit fragile. Of course, Zeke Elliott is gone, and he is getting the franchise tag money, $10.2 million, and is become the bellwether back. Here's the thing that's kind of interesting and kind of scary and kind of shocking. Right now, he has had 62 running plays in the 3 games and 12 receiving plays. That's 74 touches per game. 74 touches for the first 3 games. It comes out to 24.66 touches per game, which leads the NFL. If this continues at this pace, he'll have over 419 touches on the season. That's provided he doesn't get injured. That's provided that they don't, start using some of the other guys. It's still, we're just going by what we've seen thus far. And you have to realize what the Cowboys are doing, which is typical for the Cowboys to do to the running backs, is they're DeMarco Murraying him. DeMarco Murray in 2014, the last year of his contract, he had 459 touches, 392 runs, and whatever it was on the touch of the catches, but it was 449 touches. They ran him into the ground and basically said, thanks, we appreciate it, good luck with your next team. And you have to look at this the same way and saying, it's kind of what the Cowboys are doing right now. Tony Pollard, you're a pony, you're a running back. We're going to run you until you drop. Now, I don't know if the Cowboys have any long-term commitments or ideas or things that they want to do with them. I don't know. But we're just going by what the Cowboys have done in the past. Now, they did get the big contract for Zeke Elliott, which you have to look at and say, the Cowboys did not get value for the contract that they paid Zeke. They just didn't. When you look at when it counts the most, playoffs, after Cabo, Zeke Elliott started going downhill. I'm not saying he's not productive, but when you talk about being, shattering the contract ceiling for running backs, in the time since he had the contract, he has not been a $16 million guy. Now, he did have a good game this past week. I'm sure he'll be motivated to have a good game this week because it is the Cowboys and his old team, and he knows that defense, as good as anybody out there. And, of course, you're going to show up for a game like that. This is, like I like to equate, if you are broken up, you and your significant other are broken up, and you both know that you're going to be at a party, or one of you knows that you're going to be at a party or a gathering or something together, you're going to make yourself look extra pretty or extra handsome because you want to make the other jealous. Ladies, you spend that extra time on the makeup there and, get your skin all done and everything else, your nails and your hair and stuff. And you find that one dress, that pow dress, that pow, and you put a little extra pow in it. And when you walk past that guy, you do a little extra sway in there, and you make sure you give him that, hi, how you doing? That you look happy, you look radiant, And you literally make that man want to just drop to his knees and say, what was I thinking? Yeah. That's going to be Zeke on Sunday. He's going to want to make the Cowboys drop to their knees and say, damn, why didn't we get that? So look for Zeke Elliott to have his best game of the season, or try to, this weekend. But let's hope. I mean, we can't really look beyond the season. Hell, we can't look beyond this game. That's what happened to us last week, was we were looking past where we should have been with the Cardinals. Hopefully, we take that game inside, we turn it into something, and realize we got to have our A game every single week. We'll see where they go from there. Alrighty, good people. Today is going to be a crazy, crazy day. We'll be live streaming tonight the game. It'll be the Packers versus the Lions. And we'll find out, are the Lions for real at 2-1? Or are the Packers and Jordan Love for real? We'll have to wait and see. I think I'll be streaming it with Game Time Brian. He's putting in the work, getting the job done, and so on. And in the meantime and in between time, we'll take care of some business this morning. We'll get back up to Harrisburg and get some work done. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. When we hear about the practice report, we talk about practice. We'll let you know who's in and who's out.